The weather, it's the go-to small talk, right? But think about it. It's so much more than that. It can completely change our mood, our plans, everything. Today, we're going to dig into just how deep that connection really goes. I mean, how much does it really affect your day? Do you feel that burst of energy when the sun's out? Or does a gray, rainy sky make you want to curl up and get all reflective? It's so easy to just think of it as background noise, but what if it's actually kind of running the show? So to really get a handle on this, we're going to see the world through someone else's eyes. Meet Anna. She lives in a coastal town, and for her, the weather isn't just something to talk about. Nope, it's basically a main character in her life story. Okay, let's dive into this. For Anna, being right there by the sea, well, you don't just watch the weather, you feel it. The salty air, the way the tides move, those coastal winds. It's not just about, oh, should I bring a jacket? It actually shapes her whole way of looking at the world. All right, so let's take a walk through a whole year in her town. You're going to see how every single season has its own vibe, its own challenges, and for sure, its own kind of beauty. First up is spring, and yeah, it's Anna's absolute favorite. You know that feeling, right? It's like the whole world is waking up. The air is crisp and fresh, and suddenly, boom, color is everywhere as everything comes back to life. This is when her town just comes roaring back. People are out in the parks, you've got birds singing their hearts out, festivals are starting up. For Anna, it's all about this shared feeling of like, hey, we made it through winter. And then the whole vibe changes. Summer hits. And for Anna, it's all about one thing: freedom. The days get super long, it's hot, it's sunny. It's just this amazing atmosphere of long nights and living life outside. But summer is also a season of extremes. It's perfect for hitting the beach, obviously, but Anna's quick to point out that sometimes the heat is just too much. So you get this really interesting push and pull. You want to be outside, but you also really need to escape inside to cool down. So after all that high-octane summer energy, autumn feels like taking a deep breath. It's just calm. The air gets cooler, life slows down a bit, and it's less about doing and more about thinking. And the backdrop? Absolutely stunning. That crisp air, all those reds and oranges and yellows, it's just the perfect setup for quieter stuff. For Anna, this is her time to grab her camera and just try to capture all that incredible, temporary beauty while she's out on these long, peaceful walks. And then, of course, comes winter. Now, in her town, don't picture a winter wonderland. There's hardly ever snow. Instead, think mild but gray. Lots of rain, lots of wind. So as you can imagine, life pretty much moves indoors. Winter turns into this season of cozy habits. That gray weather isn't a bad thing at all. It's more like an invitation. It's the perfect excuse to just stay home with a great book, put on a movie, make some hot tea. It's all about quiet, deliberate comfort. Okay, so it's super clear that the seasons change everything outside. But what about what's going on inside us? This is where it gets really interesting. For Anna, the forecast isn't just about what to wear. It can totally change her mood, her energy, her entire routine for the day. It's almost like there are two different Annas. You've got sunny day Anna, who's all energy and motivation, wants to see friends, go for a bike ride. And then you have rainy day Anna, who's much quieter, more reflective, and perfectly happy to just chill inside. The weather on the outside is a perfect mirror for how she feels on the inside. But when this connection gets really obvious? When you go somewhere totally new, when you leave your own climate behind. Through her travels, Anna really saw firsthand how much the weather basically defines a place and how we experience that place. Just think about this contrast. On one trip, she sees snow in the mountains for the very first time. She said it felt magical, so peaceful, just this moment of pure awe, even though it was freezing. Now, compare that to being in a huge, crowded city during a brutal summer heat wave. That just felt draining, completely exhausting. Same person, but two totally different experiences, and the weather was calling all the shots. So, okay, The weather clearly shapes our personal lives, but its real impact, its true importance, that goes way beyond just how we feel. It's a massive force that shapes all of society. Seriously, weather is like this invisible engine that makes our whole world run. It affects the food we eat, the stuff we order online, even how safe we are in our own homes. And the crazy part is, we don't usually even notice it until, a big storm or a drought grinds everything to a stop. And I mean, every part of society is affected. A surprise frost, it can wipe out crops. One big snowstorm, thousands of flights get canceled. A major heat wave, that puts a huge strain on our health systems. And a hurricane, well, that can threaten an entire community. It's a huge deal everywhere you look. So, given how powerful it is, being prepared is really just common sense, right? And it doesn't have to be complicated. We're talking about a quick look at the forecast before you head out. That's all it takes to decide, yep, need an umbrella, or definitely need sunscreen. It's these tiny things that help us get through the day safely and comfortably. And maybe that's the real bottom line here. Whether it's sunny, rainy, windy, whatever it is, the weather is this daily, constant reminder that we're all part of the natural world. It connects us to that rhythm. And Anna's final thought really just nails it. The point isn't to wish for perfect sunshine all the time. It's about finding something to appreciate in every season. From the quiet mood of a rainy day, all the way to that incredible energy of spring. So, that leaves one last question, and this one's for you. What does the weather really mean to you? Are you all about those sunny days, or do you find a certain kind of magic in the rain? Think about it. The answer might tell you more about yourself than you expect.